It's staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Well, following the interception, here's Newton. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They go play fake. Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll make it 3rd down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. But guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. That's to his running back, complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And that leads to a New Orleans 1st down. Now it's Mahomes again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Luke Kuechly coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. That's caught inside the 20. And give him a gain of 37.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Trey Burton, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And look out, I think he's going to go. 20. And down to the 11. A big play there for Carolina. 69 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
To throw is Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Mike Wallace, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned the block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On second down, Kamara. And he's got room. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow them?
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but here, let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Newton. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And all the way down to the 42. It's a big play there for the Saints. 42 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Forced out to his left. And he gets it complete to Latimer. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him at the 24-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 5-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jarvis Landry, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And his kick is right through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught. A big play there for the Panthers. 58 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Devin Funchess, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able.
That's caught at the 25. A big play for the Saints on third down. And even 50 yards. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
The backup, Rob Kelly, his first carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington at Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Airing it out for Olsen. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing is Newton. Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 45 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Buying time to his left. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you've got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And he will bring it the 20-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now Newton on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Going long here for Wallace. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. Newton. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. And the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't it?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Greg Olsen from a yard out, and the Panthers add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there to... Offensively, that was the same case on that play. So we have our first challenge of the new season. And remember, a little different this year. Gone is the hood. Now the referees, they're going to be given a tablet so that they can interact with the rules officials in New York.
And they've actually increased jobs. Someone now is responsible for the tablet all the time that brings it out to the referee, right? But we're also going to speed up things. The final call, back in Command Central in New York, they'll tell the official what the final decision is and administer it that way.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they get 28 yards on that one. And the Saints are going to get a first down. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On first down, Mahomes. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Now he's flushed out left. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Panthers will get the football back. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. He's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Give him 18 on that one. And it'll be first down, Panthers. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but, you know, the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Off play action. Newton. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, a 6-yard touchdown run, and the Panthers add on to their lead.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term,
and this will be caught at the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. 52 yards. Mahomes now on first down. And this is Latimer, complete. 14 yards that time for number 14.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. And not great starting field position here for the offense. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. From his goal line here, Newton. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On first down, it's Newton. Pass the, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Carolina. Hunter Henry, 46 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. They have the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding a big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Set. Green, 39. Green, 30.
Mahomes now on first down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Now it's Mahomes again. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target. And that'll bring up second down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Throwing is Mahomes on third. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run it with Kamara. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just...
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley.
Larry, we are down the peninsula from San Francisco as you get a look inside modern Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Still nothing here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming.
Watch that in. Watch that in. That is right. That is right. Let's go. Detroit. Detroit. Four down.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. And the seemingly endless drive continues.
Cut in left. Cut in left. Detroit. Detroit.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. The Bills have taken the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Time to get back into the action. The football in the red zone for this offense. It's second down, 6 yards to go. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Steps away to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Thomas barreling ahead. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he rifles one incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's third down.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Flush to his right, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to kick points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Just over 90 seconds to go in the first half. The offense with a football, but they have it in their own territory. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Mahomes will try again on second down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Saints on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Points have been hard to come by in this one, and it's the third quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme. Can the defense reign supreme once more on third down? Let's find out. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trey Burton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter? Mahomes going to throw. And Latimer's got it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter? This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is caught. He hits Landry. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And now running right through it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw, it's Mahomes. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Quentin Coples able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jarvis Landry, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Dante Fowler in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So they really needed points here to 2-score. It's a third down situation in the fourth quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. From the gun on third down, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Mahomes now on first down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swing.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter.
Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. 15 yards on the pick out there. Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go. 3-19.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. They had to go for it with such little time. Checking the NFL scoreboard. They're in the 4th now in Minneapolis. The Broncos, they're continuing to pour it on. Paxton let.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Here we've got a pair of running backs who are hoping their number will be called plenty in today's game. It's Thomas Rawls' Panthers going up against Rob Kelly's Saints.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. On 1st and 10, Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it. But I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Back to throw, Newton. Going to Rawls on the dump off. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Thomas Rawls, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's second down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so,
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. Dancing to his left. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Throwing again. Newton. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. A very solid gain of 27. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Mahomes to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. D. Ford in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. Now Newton on first down. They set up the screen to Rawls. Oh, he bowls over it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find their...
He's got daylight. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively.
And this is caught inside the 5. A gain of 39 that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Going up top. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
That one goes for 36 yards. From the 50, Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut up.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Greg Olsen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Not much more impressive than that. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play
under pressure, and he'll go down.